Fuck. I can't. I fucking said it perfectly. I can't believe I gotta do this again. I had forgotten to activate the microphone in the last video. So I gotta go through all this again.
You'll dance for me now, or swing for me later.
Hopefully I say it as good as the first time. Okay, so stamina. We're going to keep it a capture game. So the stamina is the key. We don't want to make it too easy. We're also trying to adjust the game so nobody gets knocked out with one arrow, because that's like anticlimactic. All right, so we're heading towards that direction. I'm still making incremental changes now and then, every time I get a chance, and I'm starting to understand more and more how things are linked together as far as stamina and your health and the health of everything and its stamina and everything. And there's ways to divide how you lose your stamina, like your sprinting and everything else is they're different settings. So we're trying to make it so it's a good capture game, right? And it's no good if somebody has forever stamina and they could run zigzag all day long. You're never going to take them down with arrows. You might hit them once, but before you hit them a second time, they're fully recovered, and I don't see the point in PvP to never be able to take somebody down, especially when we're trying to be capture servers. So the stamina, whether you lose your stamina with swords or rolling or running, sprinting, the stamina recovery is the same no matter what, the regeneration. And right now I know it's a little hard when you're going up against NPCs and NPC bosses because you run out of stamina. But there is an equalizer, and you have to understand you can still do it. Don't give up on it. What you need to do is take your fighter thralls with you. Make sure that they have good armor, and they're much stronger than the NPCs right now, and they're also stronger than you are. They're stronger than the players. That is the equalizer. When you want to go and beat a boss or something, and you just can't by yourself, take some thralls with you. That's the equalizer. We just lost a clan because they either didn't understand this even after I explained it, or they just didn't want to do it that way, and whatever. It doesn't matter. That's history. I'm not going to go into that. All right, so here's the trick to maintaining your stamina for as long as possible, okay? We're going to run your stamina out in a sprint, which right now I think it's about 40 seconds if you're running uphill. You'll run out of gas. And it's probably 50 to 60 seconds if you're running downhill. Also, depending on what armor you wear, determines also how fast you drain your stamina, I believe. I'm not certain of that, but so here's the trick. If you monitor your stamina while you're fighting or running, and you see the stamina bar is getting low, and you see if you stop running, you count 1, 2, 3, about 4 seconds, you start to regenerate, right? That's why monitoring the stamina is important. But if you drain your stamina completely, it takes a lot longer before it starts to regenerate. That's realistic. And it's going to get more extreme incrementally as time goes on. Watch. It's right now I think it's 7 or 8 seconds. If you fully, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a big difference. It was bigger. It's going to get bigger again, where if you fully deplete your stamina, it's going to take closer to 10 seconds or more eventually when I incrementally change it. It's going to be a bigger difference. But you should start getting used to monitoring your stamina. As far as the other bar, what do they call that? Strength or power? Health. We're trying to make it so a new player with that's prey doesn't get knocked out with just one arrow. Right? We want it to take 2 or 3. We don't want it to be anticlimactic. And the problem there is then if you get really good armor, it may take too many arrows. You may actually regenerate your health before you get hit with a second or third arrow, and you're never going to get taken down with arrows. So the health and the stamina, it takes a lot of tweaking, and it has to be done a little bit at a time. So just be patient. It'll eventually get dialed in. But until then, you have to monitor the stamina and understand that there is an equalizer if you want to play the base game of Conan. And don't tell me that you can't beat a boss or that you can't beat NPCs when I built in an equalizer for you. Just the thralls are wicked strong. Take some with you. Make sure they have good armor. You could still do it.